everybody. Welcome back to Freightbrokerchic. It's Yvonne and Dexter here. And of course, I have got the master trainer here himself. So let's go ahead and give him an applause. Um, Thank you guys again for tuning in, and I hope everybody, with the weather going on around, that you guys are safe and warm. Everybody still has power. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And for you guys that are out on the road, we just want you to be safe. Pull over, stop, do whatever you need to do, because we can replace a load. We can't replace you. So again, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Today, Dexter is going to talk to you a little bit about the different ways that you can make money as a freight broker. Most people think of, you see a flatbed going down the road, or you see a dry van going down the road, and those are pretty commonplace and knowledgeable to most people, whether you're in logistics or not. But there's so many more aspects to what we do when it comes to moving freight and the different types of freight. So he's going to share a little bit about that today, and we do cover a lot of that in the training as well.
Yes, okay, so basically dry van freight, or just a regular 53-foot dry van trailer, is the most common type of trailer out there, usually using moving freight of all kinds. Freight of all kinds can cover everything. Could cover any palletized paper, it could cover totes and water, all kinds of different things. But there are certain times when you change to different types of equipment that you're going to be changing to different types of products that's going to be moved in that equipment. And so also, as equipment changes, pricing for that equipment changes. And to say, let's just say you had a dry van going from Chicago to Dallas, Texas. Well, if a refrigerator unit was running that same lane from Chicago to Dallas, Texas, it would probably cost more, because that is a refrigerator unit, and that is running both the diesel in the tractor and also diesel in the refrigeration unit that's keeping whatever inside the trailer either warm or cold. Because sometimes you can have heat protection or cold protection with refrigerated loads. So they're going to cost more. And then there's also hazmat. Hazmat is hazardous materials, and you can move those in either dry vans, tankers, because it could be a liquid form of actual acid or chemical, and also refrigerated units. So you have three forms. Really, you even have hazmat flatbed, but that's very rare. I've never moved any hazmat flatbed hazmat yet. Okay. But usually when we move hazmat,
we do it in a van.
We do it in a van, right. Or sometimes I have moved it also on a refrigerated unit. Right. Hazmat, you can even charge more sometimes. Hazmat is sometimes big money because of the danger of moving a hazardous material. Then there's also, I did just touch on tankers. Tankers run the gambit. You can use tankers for moving gasoline. You can use tankers for moving milk. You can move tankers for moving orange juice, and you can move tankers for using hydrofluoric acid. So there's different types of actual tankers. You have your aluminum tankers, you have your glass line tankers, you have your rubber line tankers. Each tanker is made specifically sometimes for different types of chemicals or different processes. And these are the ways, of course, as a broker, you can make money, because a broker is supposed to be knowledgeable about every mode of transportation, be it be it LTL, less than a truckload, when you're just moving individual pallets and you need to know class and weight and how many pallets are being moved, or if you're moving intermodal, where intermodal is also the movement of containers, and the containers are different sizes. And why they call it intermodal is because containers can go from a ship to an actual chassis of a truck, to being put on an actual flatbed, to being put on a flatbed train and taken across country. So that container can go through different modes of transportation, from ship to flatbed to chassis to actual train. So it's going through different modes, so that's why they call it intermodal. So if you even hear someone saying, can you provide intermodal service, they're talking about the movement of containers. And of course, containers come in different sizes. You have 53, 40s, 20 cubes. That comes from small to large, so you have to just find out what your customer is interested in. But as you become a broker, you will be faced with different types of problems and using different types of equipment, because once you actually make the sales phone call to your customer, unless you've actually preview the company and see the type of products they make, you may or may not know what commodities they're in. Some companies not only use dry van, but they also use flatbed. They got freight of they got freight over here that they actually need flatbeds for, and freight over here they need to move hazmat, and freight that they just need a regular dry van. One of our companies moves all three forms of that.
Right.
So you have to be multi-talented, multi-verse, be able to get in there and say, okay, you need a flatbed today, you need a dry van here. You might have a customer needs 2 dry vans one day and a flatbed and a tanker. And as a broker, you're going to be able to be knowledgeable about what carriers, and also carriers are all different. A dry van carrier is totally different than a hazmat carrier. It's totally different than a flatbed carrier.
Correct.
Each of the different types of equipment, the people have their own different personalities in each of them. It's kind of weird, but yeah. But a flatbed driver is nothing like a dry van driver. Okay, but these are things that you will learn, and if you come and take our class, we'll be happy to mentor you in and just learn as you go along.
And as you can see, there's a lot to it. Even when Dexter and I early on began talking and sharing with me, the little bit that I knew from my previous work experience coming in and learning how to be a broker, I didn't realize everything he just said to you. I kind of knew, but I didn't know. And so as I began to learn to broker, he started me out with one type of equipment, which was flatbed. And then I remember one day I got a request from the same customer to move a hazmat load. And I had to pick up the phone and go, okay, well, what do we do here? And just like he rattled everything off, he rattled it off to me. Here's what you need to do. Here's how we're going to quote it. Here's how we're going to search for a carrier that can move it. And so having him as a mentor just saved my life as far as being able to. I know he wants to beat on his chest. Just go ahead and do it. Go ahead. Yeah, it's okay. But seriously, and those that have worked with him will tell you that his knowledge is just, unsurpassed. And so we really appreciate him. And that's why I bring him on all the time to share with you. I mean, I know I call it Freight Broker Chic and it says it's my show, but no, I'm here because I want to bring knowledge to you. I want to bring value to you. And that's why you guys are continuing to sign up and share. And so if there's anything specific that you'd like for us to speak on, please go ahead and put it in the comments, and we'll certainly be more than happy to come back and let you know what his thoughts are on that particular subject, because that's what we're here for. And we're here for, as he said, we're here for you, to help you and mentor and train you. So is there anything else that you'd like to share before we... Because it's football. It's playoff Sunday today. So, yeah, the game's about to come on.
Didn't Brady say he was retired?
Yeah, but, I'm rooting for Kansas City today. My team is out of the playoffs, so I'm going to root for Kansas City today.
Right.
And hope they win. But so it's always fun for us. You guys, hopefully you're taking some time off, too. You got to enjoy it. I know it's a very intense business, but enjoy life. Enjoy your family.
And that's what brokering
that's
does.
what brokering, and it gives you that the ability to do that.
Gives you that extra income. I mean, you have to decide what you want to do with brokering. Do you want it to be an extra income, like a part-time job? Do you want it to completely replace your job and be a full-time thing? Do you want to build your own brokering company? It depends on what level you want to come into it. But the thing is, as long as you get into it, if you can get into it and get one customer and start actually moving freight, it'll change your world. It'll change your mind about how everything else works in this country.
And you'll learn so much. All right. Thank you guys again for tuning in. We'll see you next time here on Freight Broker Chic. Bye-bye, everybody.
Take care.